Hi, Sagittarius. Thanks for stopping by. This is for the next 2 weeks, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. We'll see what's coming through. The board's already been cleared. Thank you to all those who have left comments and who have reached out. Let's see what we can do to help make some clarity. I kind of use the bowl as a gauge for what the message is going to not necessarily be like, but what the message can, how it's going to be interpreted, whether it's going to be clear, concise. It sounds like with the way what rang out, there were images of maybe it was like bursts of energy, but never really coming to its full apex for something that can be better used, usable, visible. Um, don't know how else to really explain it, but that was pretty much it. But Sun Moon Rising for Sagittarius next 2 weeks. And I kind of ask in my head, what is this going to be relevant to? And I'm still getting relationships. That relationship is going to be referencing whatever relationship you are finding you would like to have some clarity on. This is not foretelling, this is forthtelling. This is not to tell you exactly what is coming toward you, but it is almost like a desire for the spirit to see Sagittarius open to things not normally you would be open to. So stepping outside the comfort zone and getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay, we'll leave it there for right now because it seems like we'll kind of look at. I did this with a few of the readings where it's where your energy was in the past and what that energy manifested in the past, possibly what carries forward into the present, where your energy is right now, clarifying card with it, and then what that is manifesting in your life. And hopefully we'll get some clarity, additional clarity. We will get clarity on what we can do in the here and now, pulling from the potential highest good into the here and now, utilizing at the same time what was learned in the past. I believe, I can't remember which one it was. It may have been Scorpio, where there were some intrinsic biases. I don't think they're going to be intrinsic. I think it's going to be things where you're going to see it. You're going to be able to deal with it. But these biases, I mean, in your relationships, you're as Sagittarius going to be able to manifest things. It's just maybe going to take more than one time, and using your discernment and the awareness that you have of yourself and these other individuals. Okay, so yours might be with friends, family, your relationship with your work cohorts, coworkers, however you want to put that. Okay, let's see. Recent past. We've had some real fulfillment in our past, and that's definitely something that we would want to pull it forward into the here and now, right? This is something that we definitely want to have a remembrance of, a fondness for, very fulfilling. Yeah, and it sounds like it's a very tight relationship or relationships. This might have something to do with family and maybe an intimate partner. This looks like a really strong bond. This is the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of common ground with what you guys think about, how you think about things. I'm hearing sticking to the intimate relationship. If you're outside of that, if you're not in an intimate relationship, one might be coming in, or because this is recent past. Um, yeah. So this is the Knight of Swords. That was the outcome of, you're staying focused on this fiery 1111, heart-centered, 10 of Cups, wish fulfillment sort of a relationship. And you're very tied. It's almost like you have this knowledge that you know what the other one is thinking. Those are cool relationships. I've been in those. So where you're at right now is Nine of Pentacles. So this Nine of Pentacles is saying that you're very much in tune with the earthly realm now. So look at how this is manifested in a heart-centered, action-taking, thought-provoking relationship into something that's extremely grounding, and definitely, has the ability for additional growth. And it sounds like there has been some challenges. And again, when I rang that bell, it was like it started to have that feel that it was going to get bigger and bigger, but kind of ebbed away. And then it started to grow, and then it went back. So it's almost like it's not really a stuck state, but it's like, because it was trying from different angles, because you can feel on the bowl when you go around it where it's receptive and where it pushes you away from. So depending on this cycle, and it's raising, it's not a cycle of repeat, it's a rising and expanding sort of a feeling. So this is a don't give up kind of a card, right? This is a don't give up kind of a card. All right, let's see. That one's poking out. So I don't know how long this relationship has gone on for. Maybe we can pull a little bit of a timeline on it. I don't use these very often, but I'll pull these forward. Get a little something on here. But this is a Seven of Pentacles. And there might be some questioning about whether this relationship is worth the effort. And that's something for you to determine. If it is an unhealthy one, yes, it is time to move on. It's time to rise above that and move on. But the other thing is that if it is something that you would like to maintain or preserve, that's something that needs to be considered as well. Because that's the Seven of Pentacles. You've done the work. You're waiting for the next phase or next step in the relationship. And this is saying that don't wait. You have to make the determination, pulling from your past. And so now let's pull from the highest potential outcome, the highest potential energies that you're going to have available to you to make this work. And again, if you have some problems that you would like assistance with, those concerns, that there's a solutions group that I have. Sometimes it's just probably going to be me, but if you email me and the what do you call it? The contact details are going to be in the description box below. If you are open to discussing that in a safe environment, you would get a private invite. It's not going to be the same for everybody. Wow. Okay. Well, this makes a lot of sense then, because you've got this 10 of Cups that's transitioned into this bounty and plentiful bounty that you're having to work through. And there might be some questioning, and you are thinking, and I believe this, you're trying to weigh out those, not really consequences, but events from the past. This is definitely asking you to search within your inner child, look at what you did have in the past. If it's not something that you can get clarity on, discuss it with your partner, your significant other. I mean, like I said, this is not a thing where it goes round and round and round, a cycle of stuck energy of repeat. There needs to be a shift to move you to a different place so you can see this, have this breakthrough. And reaching out to someone for help is gonna make things work a lot better. Let's get some clarity on that. Six of Pentacles, please. And it's a very grounding feel. Wow, a new beginning. So for some of you, that does mean moving on, but it feels like for the majority, it's going to be reestablishing that relationship that you're in, that significant partnership that you're in. It's really going to become solidified when you put all of these together. Because there's bounty here, there's bounty here. This is heart-centered, this is earth, and very grounded equality. And this is also 1111, and taking these passionate beginnings and taking a different look at it. And even if it's the same relationship, it's going to feel like brand new. This is a reigniting of an existing relationship. Wow, here's your outcome. Okay, so you essentially are combining these three outcomes where you've got this incredible relationship, and it's solid, not quite mature. There's been some good questions that have been brought up over the weeks, months, even years, possibly decades, and this is your outcome. So, wow, that's so cool. So we can get kind of a timeline on this of what the day or days will look like um, for for this to more or less be able to be taken to the next step. Because, and this isn't where you stop. This is just that next phase. This is that phase where you and your significant other are going to be in such an incredible bond. This transcends a lot, and it's going to feel you're going to feel vulnerable. And just keep in mind, so do they. So do they. They feel very vulnerable. I don't know how relevant the time issue is because it feels like this is timeless. There's no year on this. This is a timeless reading. It's not. So this is over the next 2 weeks that this is a possibility of manifestation. So we are in the present. We can pull forward the past and integrate the highest potential outcome into our now that we will be pulling in from the future. So what are those days going to look like? It's going to feel like you're going to wait forever. It's going to, but wait, there's more. That's what it is. And that's why there's this feeling of, crap. You mean it's not going to happen yet? It's a process. This is like a really cool process that we're going through. Sagittarius, this is pretty incredible. Okay. And we are going to achieve this in about 2 years. So what's the relevancy that we can, because these are resources. This is what we have learned. This is what we've gained enlightenment on. So even though we say 2 weeks, this is going to manifest easily within 2 years. And maybe even on a Sunday. Because here's the sun, right? I think that was all. This was probably one of the quicker readings, Sag. It's pretty straightforward, Sag. I mean, let's just face it. You got a lot of clarity in this. Even though with that singing bowl, I got this whole thing of this ebb and flow, but it's a steady up. It's a steady expansion, if you will. So please do like, share, and subscribe. If you want some support or have any questions, I would encourage you to reach out. Like, share, subscribe, all that other kind of fun stuff. And I will see you on the flip side. Bye.